My name is Emily Kuoppala and welcome to my Creative Arts ePortfolio. For visual arts, I decided to teach myself some lino printing. Luckily, the kit I bought came with instructions, along with what I needed to get started. A roller, some block ink, a palette knife, a lino mat, and some carving tools. Here I am working towards teaching standard number 2.1, Content and Teaching Strategies of the Teaching Area. To teach this, I would have students start by drawing some simple designs. It's important to explain that whatever is transferred will be a mirror image, and that a design can be cut out either positively or negatively. Meaning you can cut out everything but the lines, or you can cut out the lines themselves. I do acknowledge that using the blades may be a bit risky in a younger classroom, but it is also possible to create a block print using styrofoam and a blunt pencil. Also, watering down some paint can do the trick if ink isn't available. I found printmaking was a great way to explore the use of line, such as thick or thin, short and long, in creating depth and feeling, as well as exploring positive and negative space. To bring some colour into the mix, you could always have students paint a background first to go under their prints, or even experiment with different layers over each other. Bit of dancing. I really wanted to learn to record, as I would love to do this as a classroom project one day. Here you see my husband coaching me through some of the standard drum patterns. He showed me how to keep time on using the hi-hat, hitting the bass on the 1 and hitting the snare on the 2. It took a while to get this, but I finally got there in the end. Later on in the bridge of the song, I added a few things of my own to the percussion, even going further to experiment with things that you would traditionally not think of as an instrument, such as a desk fan. This would be important in a classroom, as sometimes you won't always have the instruments available that you need.
Now don't try to kid me, man cub. I made a deal with you. What I desire is man's red fire to make my dreams come true. Now give me the secret, man.
To help with the vocals, I enlisted my brother to sing some call and response, a scat solo, and to provide me with some tips. It turns out I have terrible diction and struggle with remembering lyrics, however my pitch isn't the worst.
Human too, right?
Yeah, it's human too.
I feel like you're reading the lyrics, but you're saying something different.
Yeah, I am. By playing around with different instruments and their parts in the song, I was able to explore musical concepts such as texture and tone colour. For example, the piece begins with only my vocals and an acoustic guitar. Once it hits the chorus, the percussion, bass and backing vocals join in to create a fuller sound. In regards to the rhythm, I got to see how a series of ostinatos played together can create a polyrhythm. My husband is still trying to explain that one. Show me happy. Good boy. I almost don't want to talk during this part. It kind of ruins the illusion. But here I go.
Body goes up. When you're sad, your body goes down. When you're afraid, your body goes back.
I believe I am working towards standard 6.2, engage in professional learning and improving practice. For drama in particular, I watched a series of YouTube tutorials, in particular videos by Pat Fender and Demar Dantes. Here I took on advice regarding facial expressions and body movement warm-ups, practicing these basics over a period of time before jumping into a routine.
my other foot, my hands change.
Miming is all about using movement, gestures, and facial expressions to communicate. When creating the illusion of a wall, Dantes teaches that some of the most important things to be aware of is a contrast between relaxed and tense, in keeping your distance consistent. Alright, so I think it's time we should get this show on the road. Emily? Emily, are you ready? This brings us to the end of my ePortfolio. Who knew being creative was such hard work? Till next time.
Ski